Sybil Shepherd, a talented actress with a captivating presence, left a lasting impression during her time on Moonlighting. After the show concluded, she chose not to maintain contact with Bruce Willis, a decision that has puzzled many fans. This distance raises questions about their dynamic and the nature of their relationship. Sybil's career has been marked by significant performances that showcased her range, from comedy to drama. Her passionate relationships off-screen have also drawn attention, revealing a complex personal life that often intertwined with her professional journey. The story of Sybil Shepherd is not just about her roles, but also about the choices she made, including her decision to step away from connections that once seemed pivotal. Exploring her experiences offers a glimpse into the life of a woman who navigated fame, love, and the challenges of the entertainment industry. Born on February 18, 1950, Sybil Lynn Shepherd grew up in Memphis, Tennessee, as the daughter of Patty and Bill. Her name reflects a blend of her father's and grandfather's names, showcasing a personal connection to her family. Initially, Sybil aspired to be a novelist, dreaming of crafting stories that would captivate readers. However, her path took a different turn when she began participating in beauty pageants and contests. At the age of 16, she won the title of Miss Teenage Memphis, which opened doors to her modeling career. Her striking beauty and charm quickly made her a sought-after figure in the fashion industry during the 1960s. Magazines clamored to feature her on their covers, recognizing her as a fresh face that embodied the era's ideals of beauty. This early success in modeling laid the foundation for her future endeavors in acting and entertainment, marking the beginning of a remarkable journey in the spotlight. While waiting to pay for his groceries, Peter Banovich noticed Sybil Shepherd's face on the cover of Glamour. Her striking beauty and intense gaze captivated him instantly. This moment marked the beginning of her journey in the film industry. Peter, enchanted by her appearance, shared his discovery with his wife, who was also his production designer. He expressed his belief that he had found the perfect actress for the main character in his upcoming movie. This was a significant moment for Sybil, as it led to her audition for the role of JC in The Last Picture Show. The film became a critical success and played a crucial role in launching her acting career. Sybil's performance resonated with audiences, showcasing her talent and establishing her as a prominent figure in Hollywood. Her breakthrough role opened doors for many future opportunities, allowing her to explore various genres and characters throughout her career. The impact of that grocery store encounter changed her life forever, leading her to become a well-known actress. Sybil's audition technique had a profound effect on Banovich. During the audition, she adopted a carefree attitude that made a strong impression. Instead of appearing anxious or desperate for the role, she sat on the floor of his hotel room, casually playing with a rose. This relaxed demeanor showcased her confidence and ability to detach from the outcome of the audition. Banovich noted that there was a unique quality in her eyes, a kind of collectedness that suggested she was observing the situation with a sense of calm. It was as if she was seeing through sunglasses, which added an intriguing layer to her performance. This approach not only highlighted her talent, but also demonstrated her understanding of the audition process. By not appearing overly invested in the role, she created an atmosphere that allowed her true self to shine through. This technique resonated with the producer, who appreciated the authenticity and depth she brought to the audition. Her ability to remain composed and playful ultimately set her apart from other candidates. Men were virtually falling at Sy's feet despite their 11-year age gap. Banovich, at 31, began to feel a connection with Sybil, who was just 20. This connection was complicated by his previous marriage vows and the impending birth of his second child. In the movie where Sybil co-starred with Jeff Bridges, the chemistry between them was undeniable. They got along so well that they began dating off-set. Sybil later recognized that it could have been a mistake to date her leading men. She understood that it is not always a good idea to mix romance with work, but sometimes feelings can be hard to control. The excitement of being in a film together can create a bond that feels special. Sybil's experiences reflect the challenges of navigating personal relationships in the world of acting. The allure of romance can be tempting, especially when working closely with someone who shares the same passion for storytelling. These situations often lead to complicated emotions and decisions that can affect both personal and professional lives. While working on the film The Last Picture Show, Sybil Shepherd found herself in a complicated romance with her co-star Peter Bogdanovich. Their chemistry was undeniable, even as they portrayed characters who were involved with others. Sybil and Peter's connection deepened during the filming, despite the presence of their on-screen loves, Polly and Jeff. The film's setting and emotional intensity brought them closer together, leading to a long-term romance that lasted for many years. Their relationship blossomed during a time when Peter was navigating personal challenges, including his marriage. Halfway through the shoot, Peter filed for divorce, driven by his desire to be with Sybil. This decision marked a significant turning point in both their lives, as they could no longer ignore the feelings that had developed between them. Their bond became a notable aspect of their careers, intertwining their personal and professional lives in a way that left a lasting impact on both of them. Despite the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, Sybil Shepherd found herself navigating a complex web of relationships. Poor Jack's expectations of a steady relationship with her were met with challenges. Sybil claimed to have avoided several prominent figures in Hollywood, including the famous Jack Nicholson. Her experiences revealed that her hopes for genuine camaraderie were perhaps outdated. In an attempt to make her then-boyfriend Peter jealous, Sybil admitted to breaking a date with Jack. This decision marked a turning point in her life, as she chose to distance herself from the notorious womanizer. Peter, understanding Sybil's intentions, took action that ultimately led to him luring his girlfriend away from Sybil. This situation highlighted the intricate dynamics of love and jealousy in the entertainment industry, where personal relationships often intertwine with professional ambitions. Sybil's journey reflects the challenges many face in balancing personal desires with the realities of a competitive and sometimes harsh environment. Jack Nicholson appreciated Elvis's scent, but he was not the only one trying to win over the popular girl Sybil Shepherd. Elvis Presley had a keen interest in Sybil and wanted to take her out on a date. This interest was not just a passing fancy, it was genuine. Sybil learned about Elvis's feelings through a mutual acquaintance, which led to a phone call initiated by Elvis at Sybil's suggestion. They arranged a time to meet, and for a while, they were engaged in a romantic connection. Sybil described Elvis as an incomparable lover, highlighting the unique chemistry they shared. In 1972, while others were wearing cheap cologne, Elvis stood out with his distinct scent. Sybil recalled that he smelled like a mix of sweat and honey, sweet yet soapy, a fragrance that lingered in her memory. This combination of charm and allure made Elvis a captivating figure in Sybil's life, showcasing the magnetic pull he had on those around him. Their brief encounter remains a fascinating chapter in the stories of both stars. Despite the allure of fame and the charm of the rock and roll king, Sybil Shepherd found herself in a complicated situation with Elvis Presley. Their relationship, marked by intense attraction, ultimately could not withstand the pressures of social influence and personal choices. Sybil felt a deep sense of regret as she navigated the complexities of being involved with such a legendary figure. When Elvis allegedly encouraged her to use drugs, she realized that their connection was not healthy. This led her to reconsider her feelings and turn her attention to another man, Peter. However, the timing of this new relationship raised eyebrows, as Peter had just left his ex-wife, who had recently given birth to their second child. The public scrutiny surrounding their romance added another layer of complexity to Sybil's life. She faced judgment and speculation, which made her journey through love and fame even more challenging. The dynamics of her relationships reflected the struggles many face when balancing personal desires with societal expectations. Sybil wisely observed that one person never ends a marriage with little respect for the 9 years Polly and Peter were wed. Sybil served as an inspiration for both of them, and it was clear that they gained much from their connection. After seeing Sybil in movies, Peter felt motivated to base his own films and characters on her. In 1974, production began for the movie Daisy Miller, with Sybil starring in the main role. There was a great resemblance between the character Daisy and Sybil herself, which Peter noted. He mentioned that Sybil was frequently misinterpreted, much like the character Daisy in the story. This connection between the actress and her role highlighted the complexities of both the character and the actress's own experiences in the film industry. Sybil's portrayal brought depth to the character, allowing audiences to see the nuances that often go unnoticed. The film became a significant part of her career, showcasing her talent and the impact she had on those around her. Despite the initial excitement surrounding the film Daisy Miller, it ultimately became a significant disappointment for Sybil Shepherd. Peter noted that the story revolves around a culture that fails to grasp Daisy's essence, highlighting her innocence. Unfortunately, this theme did not resonate with audiences, leading to the film's poor reception. Sybil's experience with Daisy Miller marked a challenging period in her career. Following the film's failure, she faced difficulties in the music industry as well. Many people were not fond of her presence, which added to her struggles. Her partner encouraged her to explore singing, believing in her talent. However, Sybil often felt a palpable negativity when she entered a room, which made her journey even more difficult. The combination of the film's lack of success and the challenges in her music career created a tough environment for her. Despite these setbacks, Sybil's resilience and determination to pursue her passions remained strong. In 1974, Peter helped Sybil Shepherd produce her album titled Sybil Does It to Cole Porter. Despite her background in opera, many critics believed her singing voice lacked the quality needed for a successful music career. There were even rumors that Frank Sinatra, upon hearing her album, remarked that some men would do anything to impress women abroad. Sybil, who was a jazz fan, shared an interesting story from the recording sessions. While she was working on her album, Stan Getz, a famous jazz saxophonist, made a move on her. However, she was not interested in him and turned down his advances. This moment highlighted her focus on her music rather than personal distractions. Sybil's journey in music, while not as celebrated as her acting career, showcased her passion for jazz and her willingness to explore different artistic avenues. Her experiences in the music industry reflect the challenges and surprises that come with pursuing a creative path. Despite the challenges she faced, Sybil Shepherd's journey in the entertainment industry is marked by both criticism and persistence. As a well-known jazz musician, she encountered setbacks that hurt her pride. Her songs did not receive the appreciation she hoped for, and even a reviewer who described her voice as surprisingly pleasant ultimately criticized her CD, giving it a low rating. This lack of recognition was disheartening for her. However, Peter, who was sweet and enamored with Sybil, was not ready to give up on her musical future. In 1974, he attempted to showcase her talent in the musical comedy At Long Last Love. Unfortunately, both critics and the general public reacted negatively, expressing their disdain for the performance. Jan, a notable critic, harshly stated that Sybil Shepherd could not act, sing, or dance. Despite these harsh words and the challenges she faced, Sybil's determination to succeed in her career remained strong, showcasing her resilience in the face of adversity. Despite the challenges Sybil Shepherd faced in her career, not all reactions to her performances were negative. Some devoted fans, though misinformed, rallied behind her, often directing their criticism towards her co-star, Burt Reynolds, rather than Sybil herself. This support came during a time when her films were struggling at the box office, and the pressure was mounting. The situation worsened with the collapse of a musical she was involved in, leading to an unavoidable divorce that left her feeling isolated. Many in the industry seemed to turn their backs on her, as if the failures of her projects were a reflection of her talent. Peter, a key figure in her life, was set to work on a new movie produced by David Begelman. However, Begelman made it clear that Sybil's involvement would jeopardize the project, indicating a growing trend of distancing from her in Hollywood. This period marked a significant turning point in her career, as the support she once enjoyed began to dwindle, leaving her to navigate the complexities of her professional and personal life alone. Peter expressed his displeasure about the Nickelodeon movie, stating it was a project he had written specifically for Sybil Shepherd. However, Tatum O'Neal was ultimately given the role. Peter mentioned that much of the film's appeal came from Sybil's ability to portray a character who was both dangerous and sexy, emphasizing that she did not have to work hard to embody this vulnerability. It was simply a part of her talent. Despite the couple's happiness, they found it perplexing that others were unhappy with their relationship. In most cases, the media tends to celebrate love, but in this instance, it seemed different. The couple's joy stood in stark contrast to the reactions around them, highlighting a unique situation where their love was not embraced by the public. This disconnect between their personal happiness and the media's response created a curious dynamic, leaving them to wonder why their love story was met with such skepticism. They faced scrutiny and judgment from the public, as many believed their happiness was at odds with the expectations set by Hollywood's moral standards. According to Peter's theory, their joy was seen as a threat, leading to harsh criticism. The couple was often labeled as outcasts, and their relationship was viewed through a lens of disapproval. Sybil Shepherd, in particular, was branded as the housewrecker, a term that painted her as someone who disrupted a family for her own gain. This perception overshadowed her talents and achievements, reducing her to a stereotype that many found hard to shake off. Critics suggested that her pursuit of love was driven by irrational instincts, a common trait among artists who often follow their hearts rather than societal norms. The narrative surrounding her relationship painted a picture of a woman who was not destined for a fairy tale ending, as the pressures of public opinion weighed heavily on her. The idea that they could not achieve a happy ending lingered, reflecting the harsh realities of fame and the expectations that come with it. Despite earlier refusals, David Begelman played a crucial role in helping Sybil Shepherd secure a part in the iconic film Taxi Driver. This movie, directed by Martin Scorsese and co-written by Paul Schrader, became a landmark in cinema history. When the filmmakers envisioned the character, they imagined an actress who embodied a unique blend of beauty and complexity. Sybil was that actress, perfectly fitting their conception of the ideal woman. Her presence brought the character to life, showcasing a chance for romance that resonated deeply with audiences. The film explored themes of loneliness and urban despair, and Sybil's role added a layer of emotional depth. Her performance was not just about looks, it was about capturing the essence of a woman navigating a challenging world. This opportunity marked a significant moment in her career, allowing her to shine alongside legendary actors. The collaboration with Scorsese and Schrader highlighted her talent and solidified her place in film history. While working on the film Taxi Driver, Sybil Shepherd played the role of Betsy, a character who captured the attention of Robert De Niro's character, Travis Bickle. Travis, a troubled Vietnam War veteran, found himself deeply enamored with Betsy, yet he struggled to separate his intense emotions from the reality of their interactions. Despite his efforts to connect with her, Betsy ultimately rejected him, which added to the complexity of his character. This rejection seemed to trigger a shift in Travis's behavior, leading him to exhibit more childlike tendencies. As the filming progressed, he became less polite and only engaged with Sybil during their scripted scenes. The dynamic between them was palpable, and the film received positive feedback for its portrayal of their relationship. Reflecting on the story, one might wonder how different things could have been if Betsy had accepted Travis's advances, potentially altering the course of both their lives. The film remains a powerful exploration of loneliness and obsession. Following the popularity of the film Taxi Driver, Sybil Shepherd faced challenges in her career. Despite her initial success, she found it difficult to regain her footing in the industry. Alfred Hitchcock's recreation of The Lady Vanishes offered her a lead role, but shortly after this opportunity, she seemed to vanish from the public eye. During this time, she decided to resume her musical career, which had always been a passion for her. She began performing at jazz clubs in New York, where her talent shone through. Later, she took her performances to a hospital in Hollywood, showcasing her dedication to music and her desire to connect with audiences in different ways. As she explored her musical side, she realized that returning to acting was essential for her. After attending Stella Adler's acting workshops, she gained the confidence and skills needed to perform on stage. This led to her being allowed to showcase her talents in Norfolk, Virginia, marking a significant step in her journey back to the spotlight. Sybil Shepherd had an impressive list of friends and mentors throughout her career. One of the most notable was Orson Welles, a legendary actor and filmmaker known for his significant contributions to cinema in the 20th century. Welles played a crucial role in guiding Sybil during her early days in the industry. He encouraged her to step onto the stage and experience the thrill of performing in front of a live audience. Welles believed that this experience was vital for her growth as an actress. He advised her to perform in a location outside of the major entertainment hubs like New York or Los Angeles, suggesting that audiences in those cities could be harder to please. This advice weighed heavily on Sybil, leading her to feel uncertain about her path. In a moment of doubt, she reached out to her mother, expressing her fears and concerns. Like many mothers, her mom offered comforting advice, suggesting that Sybil return to her roots in Memphis. Taking her mother's words to heart, Sybil decided to follow this path, which ultimately helped her find her confidence and direction in her acting career. Upon returning to Memphis, Sybil Shepherd experienced a profound shift in how people viewed her. She had no idea that her fame would not influence the perceptions of those in her hometown. In Memphis, no one seemed to care about her celebrity status. When she visited the grocery store, people did not approach her with questions about her fame. This anonymity was refreshing for her, especially after enduring years of harsh criticism and scrutiny from the Hollywood media. Being back home allowed her to reconnect with her roots and enjoy a sense of normalcy that she had longed for. During this time, she fell in love with David Ford, an average man who worked as a bartender at night and as a parts manager during the day. Their romance blossomed at a local pub called Blues Alley, where they first met while he was taking drink orders. This relationship marked a new chapter in her life, one filled with genuine connection and happiness, far removed from the glitz and pressures of Hollywood. He was unusual for Sybil anyhow. She saw in David the possibility of leading a happy, typical life. Soon after, she became pregnant with his child, and in 1978, they were married. This was the same year her romance with Peter ended, and with a baby on the way, Clementine Ford was born to the couple in 1979. However, Sybil was not the kind of woman to sit at home and raise her kids. The young family embarked on a journey only a few weeks after she gave birth to Clementine. Sybil would continue to perform on stage, showcasing her dedication to her craft. David, her husband, would broaden his skill set to include managing her career. Sybil committed herself to acquiring the knowledge and expertise she believed would help her acting career. Wherever she went, she sought opportunities to learn and grow, believing that no theatrical production was too large or too small for her involvement. This drive and ambition shaped her life as both a mother and a performer, allowing her to balance family and career in a unique way. Peter grimaced from below as Sybil continued living her life, referring to David as that garage mechanic. Their relationship had changed after James MacArthur and Sybil were cast in a Broadway play. Sybil relocated to New York in 1982 for this opportunity. The play, titled Lunch Hour, was written by Jean Kerr. The first rehearsal took place in New York, although the production was intended to be a theatrical tour. During this time, Sybil and David decided to dissolve their marriage. This decision marked a significant turning point in her life. By 1983, she felt ready to return to Los Angeles, bringing her daughter Clementine with her. After taking a 5-year hiatus from acting, Sybil was eager to re-immerse herself in the entertainment industry. She had gained diverse experiences during her time away, which helped her grow both personally and professionally. This period of change and renewal was crucial for Sybil as she navigated her career and personal life. After a break from television, Sybil Shepherd made a notable return in the evening series The Yellow Rose, where she played the character Colleen Champion. This Western drama featured Sam Elliott alongside her and received positive reviews upon its debut. However, despite the initial acclaim, the show was canceled after just one season. The producer, Michael Zinberg, later revealed that there was significant resistance from the production crew regarding her casting. Nevertheless, Sybil was determined and persistent, auditioning multiple times for the role at both the network and the studio. Her courage in the face of adversity was commendable, as she took bold steps to reclaim her place in the industry. Zinberg praised her bravery, noting that she had to confront her own identity and challenges in Hollywood. He expressed admiration for her resilience, highlighting how she managed to return to the spotlight despite the setbacks she faced. Sybil's journey reflects a strong spirit and determination to succeed in a tough environment. In the world of television, Sybil Shepherd's role in Moonlighting marked a significant turning point in her career. Her character, Maddie Hayes, was a bold and charming departure from the more reserved roles she had played before. This new persona was audacious, open, and endearing, showcasing a side of Sybil that many had not seen. The creator of Moonlighting crafted a scene specifically for her, recognizing her unique qualities. He had a revelation about her talent while reading the script, realizing that she had been somewhat miscast and underappreciated in her earlier roles. He had never met her in person before this moment, and his initial impressions were clouded by past judgments. However, upon seeing her performance, he was captivated, stating that his chin hit the table and his tongue hit the floor. This experience led Sybil to understand that the script cleverly played with public perceptions of her, challenging the stereotype of her as a spoiled and cold figure. Through Moonlighting, she discovered a new depth to her acting, revealing her individuality and charm to a wider audience. Casting Bruce Willis brought a mix of excitement and concern for Sybil Shepherd. Some worried that her cold demeanor might pose challenges on television, yet this did not hinder the production from moving forward. Sybil seemed to embrace the concept, understanding the importance of chemistry with her co-star. She played a significant role in selecting Bruce Willis for the show, recognizing that their dynamic would be crucial for the success of the program. However, the set of Moonlighting was anything but serene. Sybil and Bruce often found themselves in heated exchanges, creating a tense atmosphere that lasted throughout the 4 years of filming. Eventually, Sybil suggested they address their differences, suspecting that their conflicts might stem from underlying sexual tension. This led to a moment where Bruce brought her a bottle of wine, and they shared a brief kiss. However, this encounter did not lead to a lasting relationship. Sybil speculated that Bruce might have preferred the thrill of the chase rather than a committed romance. As the series progressed, the tension between Sybil Shepherd and Bruce Willis became a focal point of Moonlighting. Their relationship mirrored the show's plot, which revolved around a man and a woman constantly at odds. Initially, Bruce was not well known, and his lighthearted demeanor brought a sense of fun to the set. However, as he gained fame from his role in Die Hard, the dynamic shifted. With each passing season, the chemistry that once existed turned into disdain. The playful banter that characterized their early interactions gave way to a more strained atmosphere. By the end of season 5, their differences had escalated, creating a palpable rift. This tension not only affected their personal relationship, but also influenced the show's narrative, making it a compelling yet challenging experience for both actors. The struggles they faced off-screen became a significant part of the show's legacy, highlighting how real-life conflicts can impact creative collaborations. The claim that the relationship between the two actors was strained is like stating that Mercury's surface is heated. Reports suggest that the crew had to use body doubles for some scenes, because getting the actors close to each other caused them to become extremely agitated. They would measure the distance between their two trailer doors to the stage entrance so that one actor wouldn't have to walk even a foot farther than the other. This rivalry was not just for show. There was a real fight that broke out instead of a contrived one. In one moment, things escalated quickly, and one actor threw a briefcase against the door, showcasing the intensity of their conflict. The tension was palpable, and it affected not only their performances but also the overall atmosphere on set. The rivalry became legendary, with stories of their clashes circulating among the crew and fans alike. It was a unique situation that highlighted the complexities of working relationships in the entertainment industry, where personal feelings can sometimes overshadow professional duties. Unexpectedly, Sybil Shepherd found herself in a unique situation during the filming of the 4th season of her popular show. While she was significantly pregnant, she discovered that she was expecting twins. This news came as a surprise, especially since she was also seeing a chiropractor named Bruce Oppenheim at the time. In 1987, the couple decided to get married, adding another layer of complexity to her already busy life. Filming was challenging due to her pregnancy, and her job schedule did not accommodate her needs well. Bruce, who co-starred with her, felt that he was being treated unfairly, which led to growing resentment between them. Their personal issues became so pronounced that they refused to look at each other during the series finale. To manage this tension, filmmakers had to use slow-motion techniques to create the illusion of harmony on screen, despite the well-known animosity between the two. Nevertheless, their performances in Moonlighting garnered them significant recognition, with Bruce winning a Golden Globe and an Emmy, while Sybil also received a Golden Globe for her work. Following the end of the show Moonlighting in 1989, Sybil Shepherd and Bruce Willis lost contact, and their once close relationship became marked by animosity. Over the years, this tension has overshadowed their performances on the series, becoming more recognized in the roles they played. In 2018, during a Comedy Central roast for Bruce Willis, Sybil made a remark that highlighted their past. She noted that their characters were not much of a stretch, as Bruce played a character that mirrored his real-life persona, while she portrayed a former model, which reflected her own background. This comment brought attention to the dynamic they shared on and off-screen. Sybil also returned to her acting roots in a different project, pairing with Don Johnson in the television movie The Long Hot Summer. She recalled that from the moment they met, there was an undeniable connection, and she felt they were in love. This experience marked a new chapter in her career, showcasing her ability to adapt and thrive in different roles. Sybil shared a vivid memory of a brief encounter that took place on a porch, which quickly escalated to her bed. She described the experience as lasting only 5 minutes, comparing it to the quick and intense satisfaction of eating a candy bar when one is very hungry. In 1987, Sybil married Bruce Oppenheim, the father of her twins, Molly Ariel and Cyrus Zachariah. However, by 1989, she found herself back in the spotlight, landing significant roles in major motion pictures. Unfortunately, her marriage to Bruce ended around the same time her career on the show Moonlighting came to a close. As the 1990s approached, Sybil focused on her career aspirations, but this dedication took a toll on her marriage, leading to their divorce. During this period, she had a chance encounter with Peter Bogdanovich while working on the sequel to The Last Picture Show, which marked a significant moment in her professional journey. The challenges she faced in her personal life intertwined with her career, shaping her path in the entertainment industry. In that same year, the Texasville Project brought together the former cast members of the Last Picture Show for a new performance. The author of the project expressed that the book was an homage to Sybil Shepherd, highlighting her significant influence on the original film. The writing drew inspiration from the themes and characters of the earlier movie, creating a bridge between the past and present. Initially, the studio hesitated to allow Peter to take on the role of director for this new venture. However, Sybil's strong stance made a difference. She threatened to quit if Peter was not given the opportunity to direct. This bold move showcased her commitment to the project and her fellow cast members. Additionally, it took considerable persuasion to convince Tim Bottoms, an early cast member, to accept his role in the new performance. Tim had previously been dissatisfied with the behavior of his castmates, which made him hesitant to return. Despite these challenges, the project aimed to celebrate the legacy of the original film while bringing the characters back to life in a new context. The collaboration among the cast members reflected their shared history and the impact of their earlier work. The Texasville Project became a testament to the enduring connections formed through their experiences in the film industry. Sybil Shepherd's role in the film Alice marked another significant moment in her career. The movie, directed by Woody Allen, featured a cast that included Alec Baldwin and Mia Farrow. The production faced challenges, particularly due to the personal dynamics between the cast members. At the time, Mia Farrow was in a romantic relationship with Woody Allen, which added complexity to the filming process. She was also managing her career while caring for her young children, making the situation even more demanding. Despite these difficulties, Sybil's performance stood out, and the film contributed to her ongoing success in Hollywood. After the filming wrapped, Woody Allen found himself needing mental assistance as the pressures of the production took a toll on him. This period in Sybil's career showcased her ability to navigate the ups and downs of the film industry while continuing to build her reputation as a talented actress. The film Alice, while not universally understood by audiences, did not hinder Sybil's career trajectory, allowing her to move forward with confidence in her craft. Throughout her film career, Sybil Shepherd has made a significant impact in the entertainment industry. She starred in a number of high-profile films, including Eugene Levy's Once Upon a Crime and Chances Are, which featured Robert Downey Jr. These roles showcased her talent and versatility as an actress. In 1995, she took on the role of Sybil Sheeran in the television series Sybil, which became a focal point of her career. The character shared several traits with Sybil herself, as both women were in their 40s and had experienced 2 divorces. This connection added depth to her performance, allowing audiences to relate to the character's struggles and aspirations. Sybil Sheeran's journey in Hollywood mirrored Sybil's own, as she navigated through a series of mediocre shows before finding success. In 1996, her hard work paid off when she won a Golden Globe for her performance, marking a significant milestone in her career. This recognition highlighted her talent and solidified her place in the industry, as her book was also completed around this time, further showcasing her multifaceted abilities. After 2 years following the death of her friend, Amy Lee Paul collaborated with Sybil Shepherd to co-write her memoir. The book, titled Sybil Disobedience: How I Survived Beauty Pageants, Elvis, Sex, Bruce Willis, Lies, Marriage, Motherhood, and the Irrepressible Urge to Say What I Think, dives deep into the actress's life. It reveals shocking details about her relationships and experiences while navigating the complexities of Hollywood. The memoir does not shy away from the drama that often surrounds celebrity lives. Some readers found her insights intriguing, while others disagreed with her perspectives. The storyline of Sybil Disobedience meanders much like the actress's own romantic entanglements, showcasing her candidness and willingness to share her truth. One reviewer noted that the narrative's wandering nature reflects the unpredictability of her life and choices. This memoir offers a glimpse into the challenges and triumphs she faced, making it a compelling read for those interested in the behind-the-scenes world of fame and personal struggle. Overcoming health struggles can be a daunting journey, and Sybil Shepherd faced her own battle with melanoma. In 2002, she discovered a scaly area on her back that turned out to be skin cancer. The news was devastating for her and those close to her. They reported that she was deeply unhappy, fearing for her children's future, and the possibility of a painful death. Sybil often sobbed, struggling to find peace and sleep during this challenging time. Fortunately, her melanoma was surgically removed, which eliminated the need for chemotherapy or radiation treatments. However, cosmetic skin grafting was necessary to conceal the incision site. Despite these challenges, Sybil continued her career, appearing in the popular comedy 8 Simple Rules in 23. She later took on the role of Martha Stewart in 2 films released 2 years apart, showcasing her resilience and ability to adapt in the face of adversity. Her journey highlights the strength and determination that can emerge from difficult health challenges. Since she was such a fantastic match, Sybil Shepherd took on the role of Phyllis Kroll in the series that incorporated the story of Martha Stewart. This series began with Martha, incorporated the story of Martha Stewart, followed by Martha Behind Bars, which aired for the last 3 seasons starting in 2007. Sybil's portrayal brought depth to the character, showcasing her talent and versatility as an actress. 3 years later, she starred alongside Jennifer Goodwin in the television movie and series The Client List. This show explored themes of decade-long heartbreak and the journey of resolving trauma, highlighting the importance of relationships and overcoming life's challenges. Sybil faced her own battles, triumphing over a melanoma diagnosis with the unwavering love and support of her boyfriend, Robert Martin. Their relationship blossomed when they were introduced through a concert where he wrote music for her. Although they eventually split after several years together, Sybil's resilience shone through. After a decade, another man proposed to her, marking a new chapter in her life. Sybil Shepherd and psychologist Andrei Nikolaevich got engaged in 2012, but their marriage fell apart shortly after. She expressed that there was a part of her broken heart that could not heal, despite being with someone who had a gorgeous face. Throughout her life, Sybil has taken on various roles, from authoring a hit book to modeling, but she has always remained active in her pursuits. Her desire to make a difference in the world is evident in her philanthropic efforts. She donated funds to her hometown of Memphis, which now proudly features a National Civil Rights Museum. This museum stands as a testament to the struggles and achievements of the civil rights movement. Sybil has never shied away from speaking out on important issues, advocating for those who do not have a voice. Her commitment to social justice and her willingness to take a stand reflect her deep passion for making a positive impact in society. She continues to inspire others through her actions and words. Sybil Shepherd has made significant contributions to advocacy, particularly in the areas of equality and rights. She received the National Ally for Equality Award for her efforts in supporting pro-choice, same-sex marriage, and homosexual rights. This recognition highlights her commitment to using her influence and public persona to promote social justice. In 2018, Sybil brought attention to the issue of sexual harassment in the entertainment industry. She revealed that her deactivation from her sitcom was linked to her refusal to comply with unwanted advances made by CBS chairman Les Moons during a business dinner. After she rejected his flirtations, her independence on the show was severely restricted. Sybil stated that the program could have continued for another 5 years if not for Moonves' harsh actions. Her experience was not isolated, as many other actresses also shared alarming accounts of Moonves' misconduct, which ultimately led to his firing from the network. Sybil's courage in speaking out has contributed to a broader conversation about the need for change in the industry. Clementine Shepherd Ford, the daughter of actress Sybil Shepherd, has certainly followed in her mother's footsteps. She chose to pursue a career in acting, showcasing her talent alongside Sybil in the television series The LW. Before this, Clementine appeared in several teen-oriented films, including Cherry Falls, Bring It On, and American Pie, where she played supporting roles that highlighted her skills. In 2009, she took on the role of Mackenzie Browning in the popular soap opera The Young and the Restless, which marked a significant moment in her acting career. Transitioning from television to theater, Clementine embraced the stage with enthusiasm. She participated in a play titled Phantoms Go Down, which was written by her sister, Ariel Shepherd Oppenheim. This experience allowed her to explore different aspects of acting and express her creativity in a new format. Additionally, her spouse, Cyrus Wilcox, is also an actress, creating a family environment rich in artistic talent. The legacy of performance runs deep in their family, with each member contributing to the world of acting in their unique way.